are we doing? I just washed my hair a little bit ago. I've been letting it air dry. There's nothing that feels better than air drying your hair. Just so silky soft. And if your hair is not silky soft, you need to message me. Because I need to help you out. Because everyone deserves silky soft hair. Alright, so we'll wait for everyone to pop on and then we'll go ahead and get started. Hello, hi Alina. I love your name. It's so pretty, Alina. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and post my Shopee link right here in the comments and then we'll get started. I'm going to pin it. Alright, don't mind me. Hello, hi Jenny. Hi Melissa, how are we? How are we doing today? Hello, Denise, Mary. Hi guys, thanks for being here. If you haven't yet, I would so appreciate it if you guys could turn on those live notifications. All you have to do is up in the right hand corner, you'll see a little option to be able to turn on notifications, and that way you'll be able to get notified next time I go live. And then also, if you could do me a big solid, and if you know anyone that would enjoy one of these tutorials or think they're entertaining like you do, or else you wouldn't be here, right? If you could tag them in the comments. This little business is run solely by me and I live off of referrals. So I am so appreciative of you guys when you refer your friends, your family, your coworkers, whether it be tagging them in the comments or sharing my link. All the things I'm thankful for, so thank you. But yeah, let me know if I can help you guys out, giving you any recommendations or anything. But I'm super excited to get started. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw my hair up. Hello, hi guys, how are we? All right, so today's foundation option, we're going to use these stick foundations. I feel like I've been using my liquid a lot lately, which I love. But I don't know about you guys, but my skin likes it when I change things up. I feel like if I use the liquid every single day when I'm doing my foundation, my skin gets kind of like over it. It almost like pushes against it for some reason. And I've noticed this because I've been using this brand for about 5 years now. Almost 5 years, so nuts. And so I have found that if I kind of switch up my makeup routine throughout the week, my skin really likes it. So yeah, this is a really great option. It's full coverage, just like the liquid. Yes, I still drink my Starbucks. You guys, that's how much caffeine. I'm like a caffeine fiend. I love caffeine. But what is it? Is it like 12? I think it's like 12. I drank my coffee this morning at like 7 or 8 though. Oh, yay, Pam. I'm glad we could be with you. Praying for you, Pam. Amen to that. All right, so like I said about the stick foundation, it's still full coverage, and I love it because it's super lightweight like the liquid, and it's even easier than the liquid in my humble opinion. So we'll go ahead and get started. So first thing first, on your skin is so important for what you're doing before your makeup, underneath your makeup. So what I have on my skin right now is these two products. So I use my setting spray and then my mattifying face primer and then my setting spray. So that pre-makeup routine is so crucially important with any makeup you're using, but especially foundation, because you want an even surface for your foundation to sit on top of rather than seep into all your fine lines, creases, pores, all of that. So this right here, the first thing that you do is you apply, for me, this is my like morning routine. I wash my face with the Uology cleanser. I use our rose water on my skin after it's dried, and then I go in with our eye cream. I apply my eye cream on my under eye. I let that sit for a few minutes, and then I will go back into my makeup routine. So we'll do setting spray, apply that all over, and this is going to set your skin. It's going to start to contain your your dryness, your oiliness, and then I go in with my mattifying face primer. I use about a dime size amount of this. I dot it around my face, and then I massage in, and then I kind of press all over my skin. So this is going to start to blur your fine lines, blur your pores, blur your imperfections. I actually love wearing this when I'm not wearing any makeup. it just kind of gives your skin this like really soft look, not greasy, not oily, nothing, just like a very soft appearance. So I love wearing this even when I'm not wearing makeup. So then after we've applied our mattifying face primer, which we also have a hydrating face primer. So if your skin is more on the dry side, the hydrating face primer is amazing too. So then I go back in with my setting spray. So setting spray, primer, setting spray. That's my routine. Now we're ready for foundation. I saw someone above asked what the kudos was. So yes, new month, new deals. Yes, this is no filter. This has no filter on it. This is my face. I'm just sitting in front of a window. Yes, I do think the mattifying face primer is best for wrinkles, in my opinion. And our mattifying face primer doesn't have any drying properties in it, so it's not going to make your skin more dry. Sorry, there's a bug. Squirrel. I was going to say something. Oh, the kudos. Hi. The kudos this month is when you add 5 qualifying products to your cart, you're going to get 25% off your entire cart. So essentially, it's 25% off the entire website. Exclusions may apply, meaning that the skincare doesn't count, and I think that's it. I think the skincare is just not included. Everything else is like 25% off when you have 5 products. So when I say exclusions may apply, here's the deal. If you added 5 eyeshadows in your cart, you're not going to get the 25% off. It has to be 5 qualifying products. So it could be like an eyeshadow, a foundation, eyeshadow brush, a lipstick, and a lip liner. That is going to give you, ooh, what's that box? Watch out for Tucker. I sit in the front of the house, so I get to see all of my packages get delivered. So you get all 5 of those products, 25% off. No, the skincare is not out of stock. It's just not included in the kudos. No, the eye cream isn't included in the, ooh, yay, my trash can's here. No, the skincare or the eye cream are not included in the kudos. Just the makeup, essentially, and the tools. We actually figured that out this morning. Me and my assistant were looking at it, and she was like, it's the eye tools. I'm like, oh, no, let's add it to cart. We're like, cool, it is. So, perfect time to stock up. And then, okay, so 5 products, you get 25% off. If you order 4 products, you get 20% off. And if you order 3 products, you get 15. So 15, 20, 25. So obviously the more you buy, the more you save. But honestly, 15% off your whole order, yes, please. Okay, so we'll go ahead and dive on in. Ice cream is amazing. Oh my gosh, it's so good, right? All right, if you guys haven't grabbed your eye cream, it's still in stock and it's incredible. All right, so stick foundation. Look how amazing this is. Hallelujah. So this is how you apply it. You're just going to go for it. You're just going to apply this all over. I just kind of mark up my whole skin. And I'm going to avoid my under eye because I'm going to go in with my Skin Perfecting Concealer. Ooh, I kind of used a lot. I might use a napkin to wipe some of that off. Well, don't need that much concealer. I use eye cream now. I'm like half joking, actually. I used to use a lot more concealer to cover these under eyes. Not no mo. All right, so Skin Perfecting Concealer on our under eye. I'm going to use that just in this area. And I like to use my concealer on my under eye rather than the stick foundation because it's a little bit thinner of texture. And I just think it looks better, honestly. So that was the Skin Perfecting Concealer in Organza. And then we have the stick foundation in the shade Lace everywhere else. And I'm going to build up this coverage. We're going to blend it all in. Or maybe I should just leave it. Should I just leave it? Could you imagine? People would be like, what the? Me too. That's why I asked. Maybe just the bundles. I'm confused. What was your question, Ellen? I went to look into the skincare yesterday and let's sit out of stock on all of them. Yeah, some of the skincare is still out of stock, but it's getting restocked very soon and very steadily. So keep on the lookout. And if you guys are not in my subscription, make sure you do. All you have to do is text Rhea Hope, my name, RAYAHOPE, text Rhea Hope to the phone number. You guys ready? Got your pen and paper? 25456. 25456 is the phone number. You're going to text message. So you're going to text Rhea Hope to that phone number, and it's going to opt you in to receive my notifications. I sometimes notify you guys when I go live, but I try to save my texts because they're really expensive for me. They're free for you. But I try to save them up so I can notify you guys when things get restocked, like the applicator or like any of our other favorite products. All right, so as you see, I'm just using my blending bud, and this one's by Younique, which I swear by this one exactly, you guys. It is so much better than any blending bud you could ever use. It's made from like a different texture, different consistency, so it literally applies it so flawlessly. But do you guys see how soft that looks on my skin? So good. Yay, hello. Oh, message me if you want to be a part of the team. Did I miss you talking about where you got the kimono? I will link it on my Instagram story as soon as I get off here. So make sure you're following me on Instagram. My name there is Rhea Hope. All right, so now I'm using the smaller one to blend in my concealer, and we're just compressing this down in a place. And like I said before, this concealer and this blending bud give you the most flawless, soft under eyes, especially if you're using your eye cream every day. So we just blended it in just like that. And now what I like to do is I will use my stick foundation one more time, and I'll just kind of touch up where I want a little bit more coverage, just a little bit, and we'll blend it in again. So this was a stick foundation, and I'm using it in the shade Lace. Whatever you are in your liquid foundation, you'll be in the stick foundation. But the stick foundation is really, really good if you have dry skin, mature skin, a lot of fine lines and wrinkles, because it's a cream-based foundation. So it's going to be very hydrating, and it's going to be a different consistency than obviously the liquid foundation, so it sits on the skin really, really nicely. So if you have, like I said, dry skin or mature skin, the stick foundation is a fabulous choice. It's also really, really good if you aren't really experienced with makeup and you're kind of wanting to learn how, because of just how simple and easy it is. You mark it and you use your blending buds and you just apply. Oh, hold on. There we go. All the shades of spray, will you be the same? No, okay, yes, kind of. The spray foundation is actually really, really blendable, so you can kind of go a few different ways. So just message me if you're unsure what color you are. Just send me a selfie facing a window, or let me know what color you're using already, and I can tell you what shades you are. Yeah, I already blocked them. Thank you, guys. Okay, so now we're going to use the stick foundation in the shade Chenille. And we're going to use this to contour. So contouring from the top of the ear to the corner of the mouth, that's where you want to keep it in mind. And then with the stick foundation, it's really pigmented, so I'm just going to kind of bounce this just in this area. Now, if you are a similar complexion than I am, you're going to use the shade Chenille as well. If you're lighter or darker than I am, just send me a selfie facing a window and I can tell you what color to use for contouring. But this is honestly, I used to actually be really, really freaked out about a cream contour. I thought it looked so much harder than just a normal powder one. And I grabbed the stick foundation. So again, this is a stick foundation, and we're using it for contouring because it's a foundation, it's made to blend. So it actually blends out so much easier than a lot of the cream contours I've ever used. So I kind of had a bad experience with the cream contour. It looked terrible. It looked so heavy and so dark on my skin. I was like, oh my gosh, what have I done? I had to wash the whole thing off. And when I got this product, I was like a little intimidated to use it. And so when I did use it, I was actually really pleasantly surprised at how beautiful and soft it looks on my skin. So I'm using my blending bud again, and I'm just using the fat end now, and we're just bouncing this off that hollow. So if I were to make a fishy face, see how it sits right in that perfect spot, right in there. So it is cream based. So again, if you have a lot of fine lines and wrinkles, this is a really good option for contouring for you because it's a cream base, so it's not going to fall into all your fine lines and wrinkles and accentuate those. It's just going to be a very soft, hydrating, creamy finish. Just like that. And you'll use the blending bud again, and you'll just bounce that off your skin. And you just bounce, bounce, bounce. And the more you go, the more it'll look blended, so don't worry. And for some reason, my makeup came off in that section, so, ooh, almost messed up there. That would have been bad. So, that's what I love about this too, is that if you go too high or you messed up or whatever, it's all good. Just take and touch up. So easy. So, That right there, isn't that so dewy and gorgeous? That's so pretty. And now we're gonna set it, which will enhance it. So I'm not gonna go back and add more with the stick. Using something for the, oh, nice, Lisa. Yes, Twill for contouring is my favorite powder. For the stick foundation, you're gonna want the shade Chenille to contour with. And then I did the shade Lace for all over. All right, so now that all of our foundation, concealer, all of our like wet stuff is done, now I'm gonna make sure that there is no creasing or fine lines showing because we're gonna set it and we don't want it to move before we set it, because once we set it, that's all she wrote. All right, so I'm gonna use my dry blending bud and I'm gonna take my setting spray and we're going to spritz that. And then now I'm gonna take my Touch Bold setting powder. It's so good. I popped the cap off mine so I could bake with it, and it's back in stock, you guys, so grab yours. This is like the most gorgeous setting powder ever. It's so lightweight. It's very similar to the Laura Mercier one, if you guys have tried that one before. Very similar to that, except I like this one better. It blends really, really nice. It's not super drying. It's not heavy. It's so good. What this does is it's gonna draw out the natural oils in your skin and trap them so they don't fall or move. Sorry, they don't move around your foundation. But what I love it for is not only does it do that, but it also brightens. It brightens and it makes your skin look like a porcelain doll, because it does. Using a setting powder can minimize the appearance of pores as well. So the only way that you would not want to use this product is if you had dry skin. Right? Yeah, dry skin. Like, wait, what? If you do have dry skin, you can still utilize this product for the amazing properties of brightening. You're just going to use less of it. So as you see, I avoided my contoured areas and I just did like my T-zone and underneath the contour. So it didn't kind of dilute that, but rather just kind of attach, it goes in the oily areas basically. Yes. So this guy right here is a dry beauty blender and I spritzed it with my setting spray. So I just spritzed it with this. I know I read your comment and I was like, say what? And then for the foundation and the contour, I used the Blending Bud by Younique. And then for the concealer, we did the smaller one. So when you buy them, you get two. And yes, the Touch Behold setting powder is that product right there. It's so good. So, so good. And it lasts for a really long time. Okay, so now we're gonna set everything else. So first thing I'm gonna do is set my contour. So I'm gonna take my pressed powder in the shade Twill, and I'm gonna take my tapered blusher brush, and we're gonna take that, and I always swirl in the cap. You tap it off. Now this, instead of contouring, I'm just using it to set the concealer, or sorry, set the contour so it doesn't crease or move or smudge or anything. So I'm gonna very light-handedly start at the top and just very gently swirl over that area. Go around here, take whatever's left over on my neck. And what this does, like I said, it's going to set that product so it's not going to move around. It's also enhancing it just a little bit. See that? Just a little. But we do this before we go in with the pressed powder because the pressed powder will soften it back up. So it's kind of like working, I'm trying to just think of an analogy. You're just going to kind of muddy it up and then you're going to calm it down. Muddy it up, calm it down. So, and I like doing it that way too, because if you ever have too much product or it looks too intense or whatever the case may be, you can always go back in and clean it up. All right, so contour's on. I always like to contour my nose a little bit. And I'll just squeeze the brush and run it down the sides of the nose. Just like that. Another thing that I really love about the stick foundation is just how light it feels on my skin. It does not feel heavy or feel like I have a ton of product on my face at all. A lot of times, sometimes I feel like liquid foundation can feel a little bit heavier, a little bit mask-like, and that's something I love about the stick foundation. It's such a thinner consistency when you put it on that it doesn't feel like that. That was the shade Twill. Twill in the Unique pressed powder. So now I'm going to use my True Shade, the shade Poplin, and now I'm going to use this for all over. And you're going to see how this softens those outer edges of the contour, and it really just kind of makes everything look super, super soft and blended. So I save this for like the last step. So you can think of this step as like your finishing powder. So this is really going to just give you that porcelain doll, super soft finished look and just soften everything up. Just like this. Aw, thank you. So this is the shade Poplin that I'm using. So see, remember how like intense those lines were? So much softer. And another little trick you can do is you can take a tapered brush like this and grab it in your pressed powder, and you can even like take it through your sideburns if you got makeup in your hair. You can take it over here and help to soften that line, or if you went too far or whatever. So you can kind of use this a little bit more intensely with a smaller brush. Yay, Angela, I'm so excited. You'll love those products. All right, so now that we've done that, now we're gonna add a little bit of blush. I'm gonna use the shade Sisterly for my blush today, which is my favorite. It's still in stock. I'm like shook. I can't believe it's still in stock. I feel like it sells out every time so fast. This is one of my favorite blush colors just because of how soft and gorgeous it is. It gives you this really pretty sheen finish, gives you this flush color to your skin. It looks so beautiful on everyone's skin type, skin tone, you name it. It's so, so pretty on. Let me clean up as I go. The brush you used for the last powder. Message me and I can give you the link to that. Yeah, you got Sisterly. It's so pretty. All right, so for highlight, I'm going to use the Touch of the Mode Luminizer in the shade Pearly. And this is one of my absolute favorite highlight colors because it gives you the most gorgeous, like rosy finish to your makeup look. It's this rose gold, and I'm just using it on a Sephora highlighted brush. And I'm just going to swirl this like so on the highest parts of my cheekbones. Just like this. And then you can do it on all the highlighted areas, which is Cupid's bow, tip and bridge of the nose. You can't overdo highlight, honestly. The more you do, the glowier you look. So win-win. Isn't that pretty? So that was the shade Pearly, which is still in stock. I clean my brushes. I try to clean them once a week, but more realistically, I clean them like every other week. And I use this laundry detergent bar called Zote, Z-O-T-E. Yes, message me and I give you the link to the brush. I just can't like type it out. So just message me. Yay, I know, right? Pearly's so pretty. All right, so now that our face is fully done, now let's do our brows. I finally got them waxed, and the lady waxed them way too thin. Oh, whatever. They'll grow back, hopefully. Okay, so now we're going to use the Brow Obsession palette and the Brow Artist brush to do my brows. I'm going to take the angled side and dip it into the pomade right here. And I dip it on all sides, and then you go in with whatever color matches your brows the best, but I love that you get multiple options. The lighter colors are the highlighted shades, so if you need to clean up anything or highlight your brow bone, you can. So with the brows, I always start at the front and then work up to the arch, and I kind of like create a little box, if you would. And then same thing down here, connect it, and then bring it up to the arch, and then I take it throughout the tail. And I'll go back in with just a little bit of powder, not pomade, just the powder. I don't like to use too much pomade or else your brows start to look a little glossy or waxy. And then that's when they start to look shiny and oily and ugh. So try not to use too much pomade. Another thing that I love about this product and these tools, this brush is literally the perfect size for your eyebrows. It's so dainty, so I love to kind of take the whole thing and then sweep through. So even if my brows are a little bit thinner right now, this will help to kind of thicken them up a little bit. All right, so now that we're moving on to the other brow, I do the same thing. Take it in the pomade, and then in the powder, and then same exact thing. Follow the tear duct straight up, and you kind of like very lightly press it there. And then I take it from the beginning and then go to the arch, and the same thing down here. Both of these are qualifying products, you guys, for the deal. So if you grab these two and then the stick foundation, you're gonna get 15% off your whole order. So 3 products, you're gonna get 15% off. If you order 4 products, you're going to get 20% off. And if you order 5 products, you get 25% off of qualifying. There's exclusions, of course, but just let me know if you guys have any questions or if you need any help. But both of these are included. And so this brush is going to be under eye brushes, under tools, and then the palette will be under brows, of course. And that's so good. I love just how like natural it looks. It doesn't look too stamped on, which sometimes when I do the pencil, it looks a little stamped on. It's 11 o'clock there. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. All right, so that was brows. And then for the eye look, we're going to be real simple today. I'm just going to use the same product I used for my contour, the pressed powder in the shade Twill, and I'm just going to dust that in my crease using the fluffy crease brush, which is also part of the Kudos, and so is this pressed powder. So again, you add these two and add one more thing, you're going to get 15% off. You add one more thing, you get 20. You add another, you're going to get 25% off the whole order. Thank you. If you spend over $200, we tell you before. Yes, so you can actually, if you know how, you can already set up a reward link. So that is still going, yes. So if you spend over $200, you can earn YCash, which is like free unique money. It gets added to your account after your 10-day link goes expired, or I can close it early if you want. But just message me and I can walk you through that as well if you need any help. Thank you so much. And it's free shipping at $100. If I haven't mentioned that. And then something else that you guys should know, we have a love a guarantee. So if you don't love anything for any reason, you can always just return it for your money back, which I love that deal. All right, so for eyeliner, I'm just going to take my eyeliner in the shade Perfect and do this on my waterlines. And I love this eyeliner because it's only $15. It glides on, it stays put. It doesn't build up in my tear duct or run like a raccoon. It is so good. So that was the eyeliner. And then I'm going to set my makeup and then we'll do our lips and our lashes. Sorry, what's the name of the contour that you used? I used 2 products to contour today, technically. I did the stick foundation in the shade Chenille, and then I set it with the pressed powder in the shade Twill. So that's kind of, I used both. Mature Skin, solid or spray. You could do either or, honestly. They would look really good. The eyeshadow is just the contour color, the shade Twill. All right, so I'm going to set my makeup, and the reason that I set my makeup before I finish it is because I don't like to get my mascara more wet after I do it. I'd rather get my face wet with the setting spray and then do my mascara. It just is less likely that my mascara will transfer or smudge if I do it this way. So if you ever have any issue with that, try doing it switch. Try doing your setting spray before you do your mascara. Did I move? I moved like 5 months ago, I think. I moved in January. Oh, I guess that's like 6 months. Jeez Louise, where's the time gone? I feel like I see it there. When's medium? August. Jody, how long is the love guarantee? You get 2 weeks for a full refund, and then it just minimizes as you go. So I think it's 90 days, but by the 90-day mark, you might as well just keep it because the exchange rate is like not that great. So I say 2 weeks, but for me, I always know if I love something in 2 weeks. I usually try it like maybe 2-3 times before I give up on it. And I try it like 2 or 3 different ways. And if you ever have any trouble with your products, just message me and I can walk you through it. I always tell you guys that this is not like Sephora where I sell you on this makeup, you go home, you order it, you get it, whatever. And you're like, what is this thing for? And it's not like Sephora where you can't call her and be like, hey, you color matched me last week, 2 weeks ago, and now I don't know what to do with this product. She'd be like, huh? Who are you? I don't get paid to tell you that. They're so rude. I just never have very good experiences going into beauty stores. I was always really, really self-conscious. I always felt like they were so pretty and that I felt dumb asking these questions. And when I found Younique and I found this, I loved it. It was so nice to be able to like message someone rather than like going to the store or calling or whatever. So I love that I'm able to help you guys the entire way through until you feel and look your absolute best. I'm here to help. So just send me a selfie facing a window and I can give you a full recommendation. I can tell you what to use, what skincare to use, what regimen, all the things. I've been using, like I said, I've been using this line for almost 5 years. So not to toot my own horn, but professional over here. Yes, no matter what I do, whatever mascara I use, it always looks like a raccoon. So Linda, you probably have oily eyelids, which is totally common. So for you, I would recommend the eye primer, and I would use the eye primer even if you weren't wearing eyeshadow. That's really, really going to help. And you're going to take the eye primer all the way up and over. So you can use that eye primer before you do your foundation, or you could use it on top. Either or would work. And I would recommend to grab the Waterproof Epic Mascara, which I'm actually going to use here in a second. For your mascara, because one, it's waterproof and it will help. And then the other product I would recommend you to grab is actually the one I just used. This is the Lash Primer, and this is really going to help to hold on to that too. That's why you let. Thank you. Thank you guys. You're so sweet. Is Lash Primer a standalone product, or does it come with mascara? All Younique products are pretty standalone. All right, so now the Waterproof Epic Mascara. This is what I would recommend if you do have oily eyelids. But this is also a really good topper. I love how the 4D mascara and the waterproof really mesh together really well. And it makes my lashes waterproof. So win-win. And our waterproof mascara isn't like a lot of other ones I've tried on the market where it's like you feel like you're peeling off your eyelashes to get it off. It's not like that. We're having a big party. I guess not a big party. We're having all of our family over. We have big families though, so we're gonna break in that pool. Yes, these are my real eyelashes. Isn't that a trip? I use our Esteem Lash Serum every single night before bed. So if you have short, stubby little lashes, or if you are going through chemo or anything like that, the Lash Esteem Serum, Esteem Lash Serum is the name of it. It's amazing. It's only $24 too, and it lasts for about 5 months if you use it every day. And you use it before bed. You can use it during the day if you're not wearing mascara, but it makes your lashes like a little bit crispy or like crunchy. So I don't like wearing it underneath mascara, but you can, I guess. But I would just use it every single night, and you can use it on your eyebrows too. I use it on my lashes and my brows. Swear by it. So good. All right, so now I'm going to use my lip liner in the shade Prudent. Shocker. And I'm going to apply this guy. And this is my favorite lip liner. It's creamy. It glides on. It's so pretty. It's a perfect one for overdrawing your lips if you wanted. Or if you have the trouble with your lipstick bleeding and smudging. This is also a really good lip liner for that. It keeps everything together. It's smudge proof, creamy, glides on, only $15 too. Lynn, you're funny. All right, so I just feathered through a little bit. So that was a lip liner in Prudent. And then now I'm going to take my lipstick. Last I checked, this was still in stock. I'm not sure. Is it still in stock, ladies? If anyone knows. The liquid lipstick in the shade Subtle. This lipstick, like, broke the internet. Make sure I grab the right one, yes. It broke the internet. It was such a good nude. It's so pretty. I think it broke the internet too because it's the perfect nude in the aspect that it's not like too pastel, it's not too pink, it's not too this, it's like a perfect happy medium everything. Oh, it's so good. So I'm just going to take whatever I left on the cap there. And I love these two because they're matte, but they're not drying. They're not like, they don't peel or anything. And they have a really good hold for being a liquid lipstick. So if all my like, oh, I don't really like lipstick, or oh, I don't really wear lipstick, this is the lipstick that you'll like because it's not intense. It's not like super overboard. I'm going to take a teeny tiny bit of my concealer. That was too much again. And I'm going to pop that right in the center. Just like so. And there we have it. Yes, so good. Oh my gosh, I'm like I can't believe it's still in stock. So because it still is, make sure you go grab it. This is the shade Subtle in the liquid lipsticks, and I believe these are also part of the Kudo Steel. They're a qualifying product. So I would snag that ASAP. So good. Yes, Subtle is the color. And yes, I will list my full product list. I will actually upload my photo, the tutorial, and the list right here. I save all of my looks on my look tab, which is right here. If you go to my website, RheaHopeBeauty.com, and you click on looks, you type in my name, Rhea Hope, all one word, my full product list will show up for every makeup look I've done. I upload it every time, and it's linked to not only the shopping cart, the product list, and the tutorial, and a photo. So you get to see everything all together, which is like the coolest thing. So make sure that you check that link out if you haven't. Otherwise, you just go to RheaHopeBeauty.com to order. Like I said, definitely make sure you place your order this month because this deal is incredible. So again, you order 5 qualifying products and you get 25% off. You order 4, you get 20. You order 3, you get 15% off. Yeah. Message me a selfie facing a window and I can give you a full recommendation. No, I see a hairstylist. Her name is Hannah. She works at Mixco Salon in North Park. Message me. I give you the link to that. All right, guys, I hope you all have a beautiful rest of your day. Please send me a selfie facing window if you guys need any help picking out products. I'm here to help you guys, and I will see you guys on Sunday. I won't be live tomorrow or Saturday, obviously. So make sure you catch these on the replay. Message me a selfie facing a window. I will, however, have a pre-recorded tutorial up for you guys for tomorrow. I'm excited for that. So I'll see you guys soon. Love you all. Bye.